What's up, fellas? Welcome to Pick Central on the Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel. I'm Barstool Mincy, filling in. We've got a solid rotating cast today, a lot of moving parts. Brandon Walker went south. He's doing some stuff in Mississippi State basketball. Getting ready for the Barstool Sports Invitational coming up November 11th in Philadelphia. Going to be amazing. Such a cool thing seeing Barstool get involved with live events. Pick Central brought to you today by our friends at Fireball.
Yes, first of all, this fucking bottle is sick. That's just a cool bottle. You're going to anyone's Halloween party or whatever it is, this bottle is legit. Sometimes life can get serious and fast. Adult responsibility come overwhelming, but everyone needs an excuse to let loose and have some fun. During the moments of stressful adulting, letting yourself have some fun, Fireball Whiskey is there to help you say F it and free your fire. Hubs, tell me you have not. You and your friends, you get some shots at the bar, you go, oh, easy, Fireball.
Fireball is my go-to.
Every single time. Because everyone's like, oh, I don't like that, I like this. No, everyone likes Fireball. It's the easiest drink to get at the bar, so make sure you get it. It's a crowd pleaser. That's why it's the #1 shot in the U.S. So free your fire with an ice-cold shot of Fireball and go get that.
I got to give Fireball a lot of points. Talk about brilliant marketing. Adult trick-or-treat Halloween month? Come on, man. Who doesn't? Everybody wants to be a kid and eat their Halloween candy. You can be an adult and it's got some booze in it. Come on. I mean, I know people gotta love that. Thanks to Marty Mush, who always joins us daily on Pick Central. Hubs in here.
Yo.
Let's hop right into it. Yesterday, the Yankees, in a game that really there was never a doubt, jumped out 3 runs in the first. Yankees beating the Guardians 5-1 yesterday. I mean, for a winner-take-all Game 5, which is going to obviously have a lot of anxiety, that was, I mean, stress-free.
Giancarlo hitting the 3-run homer to start.
Yep.
Pretty good. Yeah.
That had to ease your mind pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, both games 4 and 5, they jump out to big leads. It's big 3-0 leads. It's like, that helps. Like, he was a fan. Like, he's way more confident and, stupid than me. So I'm the one that's nervous and has the anxiety. So I'm sitting there just bugging out. But you go up 3-0 in both those games, that helps a lot.
Yeah, it was huge to get that, where it's like, especially with Nestor on short rest and Shane Bieber's a pussy and didn't throw, didn't pitch yesterday to start, which I'll gladly take because Savali sucks. That guy was horrible. But I want an apology from everyone on the internet saying that because I guaranteed a win and everyone's quiet now. Just because I didn't lose, go fuck yourselves. Yankees won. We are better than the Guardians, so I wasn't scared of them. Now we play the Astros, which, I'm okay. I feel confident. I'm confident, but they're a way better team than the fucking Guardians.
Well, I agree with you, just not to hammer the Bieber thing too much. And I understand everybody's different. He's never pitched on 3 days rest. But what's the point? Like, you never get to the playoffs if you're the Guardians. He's your ace. Like what's the point of the whole damn thing if he's not going to come out there and pitch through? I don't know. I just thought it was stupid.
It's like save his future. Like, I understand.
But the future is now. You're in a winner-take-all game.
Yeah, like
the Yankees, Yankee Stadium in the playoffs.
That's what you're being paid for. What's
the point?
They put Peraza on the roster. It just came out.
They did?
Fucking go.
All right. That's our young shortstop, so that means IKF will probably not be playing shortstop tonight. That's fucking awesome. No LeMahieu or Benintendi.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and just get into
Montas.
Ugh.
Oh, Frankie
Marinaccio.
Frankie Montas made it?
Montas made it, no Marinaccio.
Ugh.
As Montas, I know he came from the A's. Maybe he's pitched good against Houston in the past.
He has very good numbers against the Rays in Houston,
that makes sense.
But he
stinks.
Just never got going with the Yankees, really, aside from one Mets start. There it is. And but had shoulder injuries. He had shoulder problems, and he hasn't pitched in a long time. I guess he's good to go. I don't think he's going to start, but I assume he's going to come out of the pen. So I think the way it's set up, it's going to be Tyone the night, Sevy tomorrow, Cole on Saturday.
I thought, Tyone.
And then Nestor game 4. I think that's so. Montas ain't starting, but maybe like a 2-inning roll or something.
Yeah. No, I guess that's good.
Weissert made it.
Greg Weissert made it?
I'm reading through.
My guy.
Sorry,
I played baseball with him.
No kidding.
That's fantastic. No, that's good. The Yankees and Astros. Listen, when you say you're going to play the Astros in the ALCS, you're like, oh, it's going to be Garrett Cole versus Justin Verlander. Not the case tonight. Just Jameson Tyone going against Verlander.
It's a motherfucker that there's no day off.
Yeah.
I do secretly think it kind of helps the Yankees, though. Momentum and confidence all on their side right now. A little bit of rust maybe with the Astros. Verlander looked like shit in his one postseason start.
They've played 3 games.
Altuve doesn't have a hit in the postseason. Obviously, he's going to have a series. You just know he shows up for the series. But I think as fans almost, it's more of a negative. Right? Like, I'm just exhausted. Like that.
So tired.
Fighting off 2 elimination games as a fan on those, not the easiest thing. I know it's like, oh, you're a fan. You're just watching. No, man. Like, I'm just dodging daggers all left and right. As a player, though, I think they hopped in that plane. They didn't do any really celebrating. They just sprayed champagne. They didn't drink. And then, you get in late last night, but hopefully they, a report late to the ballpark today and ready to go. Did you see the roster, Tommy?
No.
Peraza on.
Oh, good.
No DJ. No Ron.
So he's just still hurt.
Montas on. Weissert on.
Oh.
I don't like that at
was
all.
annoying.
Who's
I don't
off?
like that noise.
Who's off?
I'm trying to. So obviously Hicks.
Right.
No Ron. They kept.
Yeah, but who
Castro.
is
I'm trying to do
Weissert?
the math in my head, right?
Who is Weissert and Montez on for?
I'm trying to see.
Regardless, this is
Clark's on.
the. How do you feel about tonight?
I feel extremely confident.
Me too.
Really?
And I'm not usually the most
No, because you're pretty
optimistic
anxious.
fan,
Yeah.
but everything tonight says the Yankees should lose, right? It's Justin Verlander versus Jameson Tyone. The Yankees are on short rest. They're flying across the country after celebrating with champagne last night. It's never that easy. Even from a gambling perspective, it's like, oh, the Astros are easily going to win. It's never that easy. The Chargers should have killed the Broncos on Monday night. The Broncos covered. I love the Yankees tonight.
I do too. Well, they plus 160.
Big
Yeah.
big underdog. I
I
want to
actually like the line a lot.
Yeah,
Verlander against J-Mo, and it's less than 200.
it's great.
The line for them.
My question to you also, look, obviously, just going back into the history of this Yankees-Astros, I mean, there's still – there has to be – but I still remember the Altuve slider off Chapman that he definitely knew was coming.
Not on the roster, Chapman. Big advantage to the Yankees.
That's
No
huge.
Chapman on the roster to end the series. By the way, the 2 people off, that were Litke and Marwin, not on. 2 guys that just weren't used really. Marwin until like the very last few innings. But yeah, speaking to your point, this is the trilogy, man. This is
Yeah.
it's been, and for a little bit, the last one was 2019. It's like, when are we getting that rematch, whatever, that third fight? Here it is. Like, here we fucking go. Don't have home field, so that sucks. I want home field, but win one of these 2, and then you get 3 straight at the stadium.
Yep.
End it there. That's the
Yeah.
plan.
Yankees in 5.
That's the MO.
I really think.
What kind of odds? I bet you can get good odds. On the
I'm in on that.
Barstool Sportsbook, if you say Yankees in 5, you could get serious
Probably
odds.
great odds. I think they're plus 160 for the. I think the Yankees are actually going to win the first 3. Lose game
First
4.
3.
Lose game 4. Win game 5.
I honestly think we're gonna win tonight, lose tomorrow, and then I don't know.
I think this thing's going 7, and I can't wait to watch it. And I'm totally neutral. I don't have any skin in the game. But as a neutral sports fan, this matchup is a dream. This is the matchup that's supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the bad blood, everything with the Astros, the Yankees trying to finally get over the top of them. Like, Astros Guardians just does not do it.
ratings-
For me, I mean, this is
ratings-
what's supposed to happen.
Ratings nightmare to have like Ohio State against. Who gives a fuck about that? Get that loser out of here. Yankees, Astros, what everyone wants. Especially now, I do also like the NL side of it.
Calling him a loser, he'll remember it in 4 years and write a blog about you.
Oh my god.
Just watch out.
I'm his boss.
could just
technically,
not
so
post
I could
it.
just not publish his blogs.
Yeah, well, just letting you know.
I like how the NL side is like Dodgers out of there, whatever. Phillies, Padres, great home parks, great fan bases.
Star power on both teams.
Big time star power.
Big time star
power. And the other side, you've got the chalk. I like that storyline, that dynamic. So ready to rock.
Yeah, Yankees, man, like I said, I just don't know how you can ask for more. I mean, when you look at just every storyline in this series, the bad blood, I heard the We Want Houston chants. Did y'all like the rocking the baby, mocking Josh Naylor?
Oh,
Of course.
big time. I wanted Wandy to do it on the mound. I thought that would have been incredible, but Glaber getting to do it.
They were doing, but Naylor even said it was kind of cool to be in the villain, which you know what? I'm okay with.
Yeah,
that.
respect.
I'm sure you are,
I
Marty.
hate that I liked.
I like the villain. The villain. You
hate that I liked his quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's what sports are like. Being a villain sometimes in sports is like what you need in a series like that. But I'm not looking ahead. But if you told me in the beginning of the playoffs that if we made the World Series, we don't have to play the Dodgers, the Mets, or the Braves, I'm taking that any time of the week.
Yeah,
I don't want to take.
I don't want to look ahead. Yet.
No, it's all this series. It's all this.
But
series.
you gotta look a little bit.
It's the third time in 6 years. You can't lose the Astros again. You just simply can't.
Speaking of one thing, I want to mention. So, what are the streaming plans? And I heard y'all got some plans for the series.
Yeah, tonight we're here. Normal stream. Well, normal. Yankees, Astros, never know. Tomorrow we're doing, and it was approved this time, to a watch party. I fucked that up in the past. A watch party and a live stream at American Whiskey, which is right around the corner from us. It's in Midtown.
Penn Station.
Yeah, it's
by
like
Penn Station.
Let me get the
It's
actual
32nd and so you could look it up. You'll find it.
Yeah, but we're gonna have the whole upstairs. I believe the loft they call it. We've done Spittin' Chicklets there before. It's a great time, great place. Drop and Chain Ones bar. So very excited for that. So come join us for that. It's no tickets or everything. You just show up, drink, have a good time, watch the Yankees win.
Be in the background of the stream. If we get some big home runs, go nuts.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's do predictions. Tommy, your Yankees in 5.
Yankees in 5.
Wow.
This team is different. They got a different vibe about them.
I'm Yankees in 6.
I'm going Astros in 7, and I think it's going to just be edge of your seat drama.
Yankees in 7. Cole on 3 days rest. Legacy start. Cements himself as an all-time great.
Oh,
Yankee.
God, the thought of that makes me want to come.
It does. Like Cole back, like with the
Game 7,
oh,
short
my.
rest in Houston.
Oh,
That's the fairy
God.
tale ending for the Yankees.
yes. I would
Well, and then winning the World Series.
honestly
but beating Houston.
just beating Houston. I'm good.
No, they need to.
Well, obviously they would win the World Series, but beating Houston is
The season
has to
is an undeniable failure if they don't beat the Astros.
But everyone also just needs, like, everyone that, like, goes at the Yankees, like, every time, like, oh, why you guys even care? You're gonna lose in the first round. Then you
Oh, they're
then you
moving
win
the goalposts.
then you win the first round. Oh, why do you even care? You're gonna get swept by the Astros. It's like, bro, what are we supposed to do?
No, first it was, oh, you guys aren't going to be that good this year. Then it was, oh, you're choking the division. Then it was, oh, you're going to lose to the Guardians. Now you're going to get crushed by the Astros, the Franks,
moving
the
the goalposts.
Flemers of the world.
And when they
Move
win the World Series,
goalposts
big,
back.
oh, you won't win back-to-back. It's like,
Yeah.
all
Oh,
right.
you're the Yankees. You're supposed to win. Is Smitty on here? All right, we're going to be joined by our good friend Smitty calling in from Philly. Phillies 2-0 win. Zach Wheeler dealing last night in Game 1 in San Diego. It's certainly been a red October. Smitty, how are you today?
Sup, fellas? Mush, Hubsy, Tommy, you Goomba fucking rat bastards. Good luck tonight. I hope we have a Yankees-Phillies World Series, and I definitely, seriously mean that. I want the fucking Yankees, you fucking pricks.
I want the Phillies.
Astros? Who do you think you are? You think you're going to win tonight?
You haven't made the playoffs in 11 years.
Game Red Eye?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, see, you might have a chance this series. I'll give you that. Tonight against Verlander? You guys actually are confident, Tommy?
Yes, every person in the world. Oh, easy win for the Astros tonight. Smitty, use your brain. How often does the easy thing ever actually happen?
A lot. Usually the simplest explanation is the correct one, Tommy.
No, false. The unexpected happened. Think of our trivia run, Smitty. The Uptown Ball. Did anyone expect us to win? No. Upsets happen. Expect the unexpected in the MLB postseason.
I am genuinely rooting for the Yankees because I think a Yankees-Phillies rematch of 2009 is going to be the best case scenario for baseball, for Barstool, and for myself. Because I'll tell you what, the Philadelphia Phillies, they have that Braves 2021. They got the Nationals 2019. They got the Cardinals in the history of the Cardinals. They have the mojo. They have that juju playoff freaking vibe in which they have the it factor. They have the it factor. I can't really explain why they decided to turn it on in the playoffs this much, but this team has a feeling of the team of destiny. And conversely, if the Padres come back after being down 1-0, they're going to win the World Series too because they're that talented and they would have the mojo. But going up 1-0, having home field advantage, Zach Wheeler dealing, Bryce being an underrated MVP yet again.
Is Harper underrated?
Oh yeah, you little Goomba fuck, and a million other people last year overrated.
I've never once said that about.
I've
Bryce
always
Harper.
loved Bryce Harper. I wish,
signed him.
I wish my biggest mistake.
I mean, the ALCS is the World Series. What's going on in the NLCS is cute. It's the cute little underdog
No one
story.
cares about that.
Yeah, a couple 88, 89 win teams going at it. It's adorable.
Yeah.
But the ALCS, this is what people are tuning in for. This is the World Series, and the actual World Series will be the coronation.
Exactly what people said. That's exactly what people said the last 3 years, and guess who won the World Series? NL teams, because your dirty Goomba rat bastards don't have any respect.
What didn't say
so
that.
the ALs do is what you're saying. Thank you.
Well, fire everything against the Astros. Fire it all, and have nothing left against the Padres or the Phillies.
More people were watching the Warriors-Lakers last night than the Phillies and the
No question.
Padres.
Okay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no one cares
About the Phillies, correct.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
Smitty,
Correct. You
I'll
said
say,
it perfectly.
Smitty, I'll say you compared it to the 19 Nationals. What makes sense on that is you're getting this Wheeler-Nola combo. I'm getting some Scherzer-Strasburg vibes the way they're pitching right now. And tonight, golden opportunity for Philly with Aaron Nola, who has just looked dominant. Both Brave starts. Look, starting tonight, a slight underdog. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm riding with Philly again tonight. How do you feel about Nola and the chance to go up 2-0?
Yeah, the lineup carried them against the Braves, scoring 7, 8, and 9 runs in the wins. And if they score, that type of firepower, they're gonna win the World Series. Like that's just a fact. But Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler stepping up like Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee or fucking Scherzer and Strasburg and then whoever else are the most powerful 1-2 punches of baseball history, Matt Cain and Bumgarner, where they were slinging it down everybody's throats.
CC Sabathia, AJ Burnett, Andy Pettit.
Sure, Tommy, rat Goomba bastard. It's comforting to see. It's I'm going to say it's the most shocking thing, but if they want to get to where they need to get as a franchise, those two need to be the ones to lead them. And not only that, this bullpen, 2 years ago, it was the historically shittiest bullpen in Major League Baseball history. Last year, they were just shitty. They weren't historically shit, but they were shitty. I think last year, at one time, they blew like 7 games or 7 saves in 6 games. Like, they were awful. And now, out of nowhere, they have one of the most dominant pens in the league with Sir Anthony Dominguez and Eflin. And Robertson's back this week after getting his calf all healed from celebrating with Bryce Harper.
I'd love to face David Robertson.
What he's describing as the Phillies bullpen is a ticking time bomb to just implode in spectacular fashion.
I will say, though, if the Yankees and Phillies do play each other, one of those cities is going to be whoever wins is going to be a bad. That's
it's great. As he said, it's great
the
for
cars off the streets.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be.
It's also great for us, like Barstool. Like the Mets were cowards and couldn't even beat the Padres.
Barstool usually does somehow luck into something.
Oh, the Mississippi State Ole Miss college baseball the last 2 years
like
was
that.
Neither one's ever won anything.
Yeah.
And we went back to back.
And gentlemen, like Mush, Hubs, Tommy, like I love you all. Consider friends. If it's Yankees Phillies World Series, like it might start off cordial. We're not going to be friends by the end of it.
No,
heavens
absolutely
no.
not.
We're just not.
Smitty, do you have while you're on the line, or do you have any Barstool Philly bets or bets with Smitty? What are your thoughts on tonight's?
Yeah, they're playing Blake Snell. They kind of beat up Blake Snell during the year, even though Snell's turned it on in the second half, especially in the playoffs. I got Aaron Nola over 5.5 Ks. JT Realmuto, the righty against the lefty with a hit. Phillies money line. I believe it's plus 435. I feel good. And you want to know what? Unless, obviously you want to see them win and go up 2-0. But if they lose like a 4-3, 3-2, like just genuinely good game that the Padres win, okay, you go back to Philly with a 1-1 split. What can happen is Aaron Nola just gets absolutely crushed and they lose like 8-1. That would be the worst case scenario. But I think that it's at least going to be a close game. If not, they take it home 2-0.
I've noticed. I was looking at some stats. Phillies and Padres have played like all their games have been low scoring all year. It's just crazy how good both bullpens have dominated against each other. Last night a 2-0 game. I know the over/under's low at 6.5, but I don't think you can take over in the Padres' part. I really don't.
No, I don't see a lot of base runners at all. I see a couple maybe lucky extra base hits or home runs, but it's for sure going to be a very low scoring game.
Phillies lose this game, they lose the series.
This is a golden opportunity, though. No, this is a very golden. You get up 2-0.
1-1. You don't have Nola or Wheeler. I don't trust the rest of the rotation.
Yeah, but you do have the cockles and the glory of South Philadelphia.
Yeah, sure.
Which at Citizens Bank,
Can't forget about the
Bank
cockles.
Park,
Yeah,
the
you
Philadelphia
cockles.
Phillies have the best postseason record since 2007 in baseball.
What are you doing for the game tonight? You just watching at home?
Yeah, we're just watching it. I think White Sox Dave and I are doing a casino stream leading into it, and that's all she wrote.
Awesome. Well, good luck, Smitty. It's been I know I can't even imagine as a Phillies fan. I could see it on your face, but all the talk all year was Braves and Mets, and Phillies just quietly got hot in second half, got in here, and when it all matters.
Well, don't let that surprise you, Ben Mintz. I'm not a Phillies fan, according to Dave Portnoy, so I'm a bandwagon guy.
Yeah. And the back Smitty bet with Barstool Philly. We got it up right now on the Barstool Sports book. Check it out under Barstool exclusives. Aaron Nola over 5.5 strikeouts. JT Realmuto to record a hit, and Philadelphia Phillies to win has been boosted from plus 360. Good value there on the bet with Smitty. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. Good luck, you rat bastards.
Same to you, blockhead.
Well. Right now, I do want to. I know y'all are about to get out of here.
I'm saying.
Okay, well, Hubs, while you're here, I do want to ask a quick NFL. This Packers thing. How worried are you? Do you think it's just them figuring stuff out, or is this a real problem?
It's not football season, so don't really.
Fair enough.
Don't
Okay.
particularly.
Fair enough.
In my actual answer, they're fucked the moment they
Traded Adams.
and drafted 2 defensive players in the first round. Yeah, they were fucked.
Probably should give the ball to Aaron Jones.
They don't want to do that either.
They should probably do it to that.
Give it to A.J. Dillon, who trips on his own feet
He's
every
pretty
time.
good,
he
that
touches the
guy.
ball.
They
Yeah.
don't-
Yeah, they're in trouble. They should, if they actually cared, would go trade for DJ Moore right now. They're not going to do that, but they should. They have no weapons whatsoever, and they're honestly.
Romeo Dobbs, I like the cut of his jib.
Well, they're going to throw him in the slot now with Cobb out, so I'm interested to see that. Their defense is such a problem. It's supposed to be their backbone. What they were going to lean on. It's been horrific. And that's Joe Barry, who should have been left in London. He shouldn't have been allowed to come back to the United States.
Well, good. At least you got the Yankees.
Yeah, Yankees
I mean,
and the Knicks tonight, which I'll, watch in the morning. I'll watch the highlights in the morning, but I'm excited about the Knicks.
Nice. Tommy, while y'all are here, too, I know y'all are both Giants fans. Something I wanted to bring up to Marty Mush. So, obviously, one of the story in the NFL to me, the Giants 5-1 start, and shows what coaching does. And I think they're a good football team. I'm not saying fluke at all. I think they're well coached. And you look at the second half adjustments specifically. But my question is going forward. What do y'all think happens from here?
So we'd be crazy to sit stick aside. We're not. I didn't think we were going to be very good. But when you have a coach that cares and gets the team that these guys, you can tell, fucking Thibodeau crying after the game. They have something in this locker room that they do believe they're good, and they are. Their defense is insane. That's the only reason why we're in any of these games. Because if you talk to any NFL fan, I don't think they could name our receiving core. Because they don't.
I think
they're
a lot of Giant fans can.
Yeah, because they're just
It's
nobody.
nobody.
It's Wandale Robinson and Richie James and
Yeah, you got
Sills.
Marcus
Sills.
Johnson.
Yeah, sometimes someone catches them, oh fuck, who's that?
Yeah.
You're Slayton, right?
Yeah, Slayton.
Yeah, Slayton, but Shepard's hurt.
Galladay's never going to play. Galladay's
Tony
never
never
play
plays.
again.
Tony's a mess. They're all a fucking mess, but it doesn't
Bellinger's-
matter.
They are not a very talented football team, but they're extremely well coached on all facets of the. I have a bad feeling they're going to lose this week in Jacksonville. I think it's everybody's finally on the Giants bandwagon. You go down hot day in Jacksonville, they lose 2017 or some
I could see that too.
defensive battle. But the 3 games after that are very winnable. I think they play the Texans, Lions, Seahawks. The Giants, legitimately at this point now should make the playoffs based on how they're
100%.
playing,
and then
how they've started and their schedule.
Also, you take a look at the NFC right now. There's 4 teams over 500, and 3 of them are in the East.
Yeah.
You got the Vikings 5-1, and then the East, the Eagles 6-0, Giants 5-1, Cowboys 4-2. You got to feel damn good about the wild card. What is a realistic? Obviously, y'all are huge fans. I mean, is this heading for 10-7 or 11-6? That's kind of what I think.
I was
Yeah, I
thinking
think they could go-
10-7.
I think 10 and 7.
11-6.
And I think that gets you in.
They could go 11-6, but 10-7 I think gets them. But the team this year, like Daniel Jones, this was his like basically, he's us, he's our guy for the rest of our lives, or he's
He
done.
still hasn't really answered.
Oh no, he hasn't. But you know he's going to be the guy for the rest of our lives. He hasn't turned the ball over really.
Yeah.
Someone's improved.
He's been good enough. He's been good in the second half. I don't think it's been a complete silencing of the haters.
But
he
again-
also, to be fair, has really nothing to work with.
That's what I'm saying. We just went over the receiving core. I don't know how the fuck he's doing anything, but Saquon Barkley is a huge. Him being
Played
like,
legit great though against both of them. Played great against the Packers.
yeah,
Yes.
they did.
Legitimately
And like
very, very good against them.
Barkley is a legit like when
Yeah, he's
he's
back.
like he obviously everyone's like, oh, who takes a running back second overall? He has been unbelievable.
It's crazy though. It really shows how important a head coach is. Like,
Oh, that's
God.
like you think like, oh, like, all right, you put a head coach of this team, like we'll see what they do. No. You put a really good head coach on a team of just, whatever talent, they can put you to this.
Because there's really not a ton of different. I mean, some personnel changes. Their roster got maybe a little better in the offseason.
and Saquon's healthier.
Right, but for the most part, nothing changed except the head coach.
the Wink Martindale hire was awesome.
Coordinators. The
I mean, like,
coordinators are the biggest.
I was on the Giants last week because I knew after Wink Martindale came from Baltimore, he was going to have a good plan for Lamar.
Yeah.
And he did. And I think the biggest thing when I watch the Giants, the second half adjustments are epic. I mean, y'all are losing and coming back like every game, and that is totally the coaching staff. Y'all are going in at half. Y'all are down 20-10 to Green Bay, 20-10 to Baltimore.
Yep.
Against good teams, and y'all are making adjustments. And I think, you kind of mentioned it's the coaching staff, but the culture's changed, and that's the hardest thing when you're losing for years and years. To build that belief that when you're losing, you're going to pull it out, and everybody actually feel that and believe it. That's a real thing.
Their defense too, like they don't just. A lot of the times it was just like in a red zone they just let up a touchdown every time. They're stopping these teams, these really good teams, of field goals, so giving themselves a chance to actually come back and fucking win these games instead of just being down early. Because the Ravens were in the red zone a ton, and I was like, oh fuck! But they only scored. What they scored? Only that.
They scored 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. so
The
it's just-
Ravens have now blown 3 10-point plus leads in the fourth quarter this year.
Yeah, but the thing with the Giants that everyone's like, are they frauds or not? Like I said, they have beaten the Titans. Okay, that's the first game. You
Still
don't-
on the road, though, and y'all were
the
down big
road.
in that one, too?
Again, Packers, no matter, like I think, if you think the Packers suck, then fine, I won't even keep that. The Ravens is just a good football team, and
The
I
Titans are
don't.
pretty good too.
Titans are
Yeah,
good.
I
Dude,
just
Titans,
don't
I know
get how-
the Titans are like they play so ugly. You don't want to give them credit, but they're not bad.
Yeah, and the Giants beat teams that they had to beat, and like people always compare us like, oh, the Vikings. I think the Vikings haven't played anybody, and they've
They
gotten
have not
lucky.
played anybody.
I know that's
They
what
got
I'm
away
saying.
with murder in London. That Saints game, they should
They've
have
gotten
lost.
very lucky, and I think they'll fall, and I think I don't think we're fucking the best team in the world, but I think we're gonna make the
They're good
playoffs.
enough. All right, I got to hop
All right,
off.
Tommy.
Yankees in 5.
Good luck. Thanks for joining us today, Thomas
I'll
Moses.
head off to Yankees in 6.
Thanks, Hubs,
7.
for joining us as well. A couple things.
American whiskey, by the way, tomorrow.
American whiskey. What time is that tomorrow night?
7:37. Be there whenever. We'll be there.
7:37. American whiskey. Couple things we want to get to here. Barstool has the Dixie Vodka, sponsoring the Dixie Vodka 400 with NASCAR back in South Florida. It's Dixie Vodka 400 race weekend, and we are now going to be joined by our good friend Spider. Championship hopes will be on the line with one of the last chances to lock into the championship 4. So watch the stars of NASCAR race to keep their dream alive. Tune in October 23rd. That's this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Adult tickets are as low as $49 in South Florida in late October. Kids 12 and under, $10. What a deal. So you don't want to miss this. At Homestead Miami Speedway's Dixie Vodka 400 will be a major part of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. It'll be the critical second race of 3 in the round of 8. The Cup Series playoffs, as a victory will give the winner an automatic berth in the round of 4. The Dixie Vodka 400 will mark the first time on the 1.5-mile venue for NASCAR's next-gen car. So tune in to NASCAR's Dixie Vodka 400 race. That's this Sunday, October 23rd at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Spider, welcome to Pick Central. How are you?
Thank you, Mincy. What a hell of an ad read by my guy Mincy there. That's the kind of Southern twang I love to hear on a NASCAR ad read. I'm jacked up. We got a great race coming this weekend here at Homestead Miami. Dixie Vodka 400 playoffs in NASCAR. Everything's heating up. I don't know if you guys saw last week. Bubba Wallace got in a fight.
So what? I heard there was a lot of controversy there. Tell us about
A
it.
lot of controversy. So basically what happened was Bubba and Kyle Larson were racing hard side by side for the lead in Las Vegas, and Kyle Larson was gradually working his way up using more of the track. Eventually, in Bubba's eyes, leading him, out, squeezing him out, so he had no room to race. Basically, Bubba got into the wall because Larson was giving him so little room, and in turn, Bubba retaliated by doing a right hook into Larson, putting him in the wall. Another playoff driver, Christopher Bell, was caught in the chaos, and pretty controversial thereafter. A lot of people originally didn't really like Bubba Wallace. Unfortunately, I think he kind of gets unfair hate. However, kind of a tough move if he did that intentionally, what we saw. These cars right now, there's a little bit of concern with just feeling out the new ins and outs of this next-gen car that NASCAR's put on the track this year, and I don't really think that many racers or fans were happy with, testing the cars in that situation.
So I'm a very casual NASCAR guy.
Yeah.
Tell us about the playoffs. They're in the round of 8. They're working the round of 4. What's at stake?
So they're racing right now. There's a couple more races. We got Miami this weekend. We got Martinsville, and then we got Phoenix. So 3 races left. One of the championship 4 drivers has been determined, and Joey Logano has made his way in. He won last weekend at South Point 400.
So does he have to have to race this weekend?
He is racing. So the thing about NASCAR, once you're in, you still race. And you think championship 4, is it only going to be 4 cars on the track? No, they're all going to be racing. However, only 4 drivers will be competing for the coveted NASCAR Cup Championship. Last year, Kyle Larson won. So that's why a lot of people were upset. He's racing for the playoffs. And then Bubba pulls that move and takes Kyle Larson out, defending champion, as well as another guy, Christopher Bell, who was going for playoffs this year. So that's why it was so dramatic. And then obviously the physical altercation with Bubba pushing him, I think the internet kind of had a field day with it, especially because Davante Adams of the Las Vegas Raiders, who has just been, subject to that pushing story, was with Bubba Wallace moments before the race.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people were memeing, Bubba, Davante, they just love pushing people around. Listen, I'm a Bubba Wallace guy. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's dumb enough to pull that move intentionally. Like I said, given there's kind of feeling out and becoming accustomed to these new cars. I think that's a move that you do in a car you're super familiar with, super confident in. So, crazy. But it's good for NASCAR because you look at it, everyone's talking about it. Playoffs are heating up. I think the controversy's good. There's been so much parity this season. It's been awesome to watch.
So, also, I've been enjoying your content all year. You've been traveling for NASCAR races. So, this weekend, who's heading down there? What can we expect?
So this weekend we got a great crew. This whole year we've been trying to bring new race fans. Mincy, I know we try to get you to one.
I'm going to get one this next spring.
And Marty, I want you to talk about our Daytona trip in a little bit here. But this weekend in Miami, it's myself, Large, and then we got Eddie coming back with us. He was also at Daytona with Marty and I. And then the Mean Girls, Alex and Jordan, will be there. And we were meant to have Tommy Smokes, but it's win-win because I either got to watch NASCAR with him or he gets to watch the Yankees here. So good luck to the Yankees. Good luck to Tommy. I'll be polling for you guys and rooting for the Yankees from South Florida. But yeah, I'm pumped to be down there with that crew. We got a great crew.
NASCAR's very fun event.
How great was it when you went?
It was great. It's an experience you never really knew what the fuck was going on, and I've never thought I'd go to a NASCAR race, and I want to go back because it was.
That's a great line. I would recommend everyone just get to one race. It's BYOB. Pack a soft cooler. Bring your favorite drink. Hang out. If you have an RV, pull up to the infield. It's like a festival. Mincy, I know you love festivals.
So I had a great NASCAR experience as well. I went to Daytona in 2012, and it was actually a Monday night race because there was bad weather Sunday. But it was it was when there was that fire in the track. I don't know if you remember that, Spider. There was a huge fire.
I believe at Daytona.
Daytona Monday night.
Juan Pablo Montoya hit the fuel truck.
It was a 2-hour delay, but we were partying on the infield. And the thing that gripped me about NASCAR, it's one of those things, you said it best. You just got to go, give yourself a chance by going to one because you never know what it'll be. But when you're up against the chain link fence and those cars are flying by at 200 miles an hour, the energy just grips you and you feel pieces of rubber hitting your skin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and I'm a high energy, intense guy. I love, while sporting events, concerts, whatever, and that energy at that is gripping. And it's not
There's
something I'd ever
nothing
expect
like
about
NASCAR. It's unbelievable. It's like science meets sports meets technology meets like partying and music festivals, and then good weather when we're fortunate enough for it not to rain.
I want to go to Talladega.
Talladega
That's the one I
fucking
hadn't-
rocks.
Talladega and Bristol are the two. I
Mincy,
need to
you
go.
would have a field day at the infield in the boulevard of Talladega.
Those are the two.
We should do that. We
No,
should do that.
I'm all about it.
Anyone-
Look, Spider went. I didn't get to end up making the KC one, but keep me in mind. I'd like
Well,
to.
Mincy, the people at NASCAR are always looking out for us. They're always taking great care of us, and they've pretty much let us run free with it. So just hearing their interest, hopefully that should do it with getting us there. But
Also, keep in mind, NASCAR odds up on the Barstool Sportsbook every week. Have you taken a look at this week yet?
Yep. So the guy that I'm looking at is Denny Hamlin. He's won here at Miami Homestead before, and he's racing. So Denny Hamlin is a driver for the non-NASCAR fans. You've heard him. You know the name.
Of course.
And what you probably haven't heard is that despite how much he wins and how familiar everyone is with him, he does not have a NASCAR Cup championship. So I'm kind of looking at him to win the championship. I'm not sure what the latest odds on him are for this weekend. I had him last weekend at Las Vegas. Let's pull up the sports book and take a look here. But yeah, Denny Hamlin racing for a championship. Joey Logano's in, so there's 3 spots left.
Plus 700, Spider.
Plus 700. There you go. So yes,
Is that to win this week or the championship?
that's to win this week.
Okay.
I would assume. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Do we have odds on him for the championship currently? Either way, Denny Hamlin, listen, he's coming towards the end of his career. He's won everything. However, he has not won the NASCAR Cup Championship. I like him to at least lock himself in to the Final Four. I think he's going to run strong here at Miami Homestead. I also think his teammate Christopher Bell, a guy that got put in the wall in the chaos in the Bubba Wallace drama I outlined previously, he's racing, and now he's the lowest of 8 drivers competing for points-wise for a spot in the championship 4 after what happened at Las Vegas. So I think both Toyotas, I'm looking at Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell, and I'm looking at Denny hopefully to lift the cup here in Phoenix later this year. NASCAR playoffs heating up. Everything is awesome. This is great. Perfect time of year. Let's
Really
go.
love this shit,
2:30 Eastern Sunday, October 23rd. Tune in to the Dixie Vodka 400.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you stay for a second?
Yeah, what do you got?
All right, because I would like to do my mush minute.
Let's
but
do
I
the mush
also,
minute.
before I do it, I need everyone's heights here.
Hi, I'm 5'10" and a half.
Five-
I'll say a half. I'm
Say
5'10".
5'6", 5'5".
5'6".
And Marty, what are you, 6'2"?
Zah.
4'5" when I didn't have hair. I'm now 4'6".
Marty, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Okay, I thought 6'.
6'4", if anyone asks. Ebo.
I'm
Take
about
the
5'9".
So you're 5'8". Got it.
I'm 5'10".
Booze.
About 5'9".
5'8" as well. Perfect. All right. Ready? This is so an article came up on the New York Post, and it said you are looked at as rude, as a rude human being if you recline on an airplane. And I think that I've changed my stance on that because I am, a grown man that is 6'3", and in an economy seat, I think it is tough for anyone to not recline the entire thing. And the person that was saying this was the person behind him was poking him in the chair. I think you're an asshole if you're poking my chair. So I think there should be unwritten rules. I think that me and Liam were talking about this. I think just like a roller coaster, there should be a height. I'm not trying to look at you, Zal, when I'm saying this. I'm not trying to, but I am. I think there should be a height limit on if you can recline or not. If you're 5'8" and under, I don't think you should be able to recline because you can squirm and get comfortable.
Yeah.
Or an unwritten rule.
All right.
Listen. Let me speak on behalf of the short people.
Wait. Before you go, I also think that if you recline, the person behind you can recline as well. I think it's an unwritten rule. It's like a what's it called? A ripple effect?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Ripples in the pond, yeah.
What?
It's the ripples in the pond.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's the ripples in the pond
Yeah.
because when one action dictates another action.
Yes, if
Like,
someone
someone does something and then someone else does something.
if you're
because of
watching
it,
a
reaction.
film and all of a sudden the fucking guy in front of you reclines, you can't see the TV, so you recline. But if you are 5'8" and under, You guys can squirm your
What do you mean?
legs.
Listen,
you can go like this. You can squirm
This
up in
is
a
bullshit,
chair.
Marty.
What do you mean?
We're about to have to get to NBA. We hadn't hit an NBA opening night, and we got to get to
Tall
football.
people get paid more. I saw an article on that. So how about you guys use all that money you're getting paid and you buy yourself a first-class ticket and stop picking on small
Thank
people.
you, Spider.
That's all I got. Tune in to NASCAR playoffs. Dixie Vodka 400 this weekend, 2:30. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you there. Stay tuned. Rubbin' is racing for social.
Thanks for coming, Spider. All right, we got to get into NBA opening night. Just a lot of stuff going on in the sports world today. Appreciate Spider. Tune into the Dixie Vodka 400. Marty, I don't disagree with you, actually. So for me on the airplane thing, it's more like I'm a wide guy, not a tall guy.
Yeah.
But there's no place in the world that you feel weight gain or weight loss more than in an airplane seat. And, like, it's like the best feeling when I get there and I'm, like, not, like, bunched up against someone. You know, it's a good thing. All right, 100%. Last night, couple NBA things. Warriors beat the Lakers 123-109. Russ played pretty good. AD and LeBron put up stats, but their defense sucks. I mean, I don't know. Golden State, it's just the Lakers thing's going to be interesting this year. I feel like they're definitely going to be better than they were last year, but as far as getting back to being a championship contender, I think that might be a little
So smart Ebo back there. It's like,
Nope.
they're not going to be that good.
They're going to be the exact same team.
You think they're going to be? You think they're going to make the playoffs?
Yeah. No. God, no.
Did you bet them to not make the playoffs?
Yeah, plus 175.
Last year it was like 20-1,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Plus 650. There is a chance they make the playoffs. Is it like what the price is? No, it's probably about 20%.
So about the Lakers, their bench is god awful. God
They have
awful.
a guy named Matt Ryan coming off the bench for him. Did I hear that right?
He was there's a big thing with him where he was doing DoorDash last year. But.
Yeah, he was. Good for him. But the thing with the Lakers, LeBron after the game basically was just saying they can't shoot. That's a huge problem when you're an NBA team.
I know in modern NBA too, though, because like back in the day, you'd have these grinded out teams, but if you can't space the floor and shoot in modern NBA, you're tough.
But how do you say after the first game we can't shoot? What were they, 10 of 40 last night? 10 of 40 from three. Just not going to work when you take 43s. And like Westbrook played well, but that's what Westbrook does when he pads his own stats. The team usually isn't doing that well. Like LeBron played fine. He was 3 of 10, I think, from three. Anthony Davis wasn't very great. Like he doesn't shoot the three well. When your team has to say we're just not good at shooting, that's quite literally what you have to be good at.
You know who is sneaky, the best 3-point shooter in that starting lineup from last night is Pat Bev, our guy. And he's a career 38% 3-point shooter. He's a good shooter.
He played bad last night.
He got in foul trouble early. That's tough. But I think he's probably behind AD and LeBron, like the third best player on that team. He's very good.
And check,
I love
elite
Pat
defender.
Bev. Yeah.
Make sure y'all check out the new Pat Bev pod with Roan and Pat Bev. I love what's going on.
Like
on
and
that
subscribe
front.
to this show.
Yeah,
too.
like and subscribe.
Give us some likes.
Like and subscribe to Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel, and please don't be afraid to hit that like button.
I will say, like the Pat Bev pod too. Like they were talking. He was talking about Russ. Every fucking thing that guy does, they comment on. They edit it. They do whatever. And I understand it as media. It's kind of fun to make fun of Russell Westbrook, whatever. But like last night, he played well. I heard nothing. I heard absolutely nothing.
You're right.
about
People love to
Warriors
crap
last
on.
night.
No, yeah, people love to crap.
They don't give him credit where it's like he was like averaging a triple-double for like how long with the Thunder. And then, I mean, he can't shoot for shit now. I don't know what happened, but again, LeBron just happened to go on and be like, yeah, man, we can't shoot is a huge problem for the Lakers.
LeBron with the passive-aggressive post-game talk. Who would have ever imagined such a thing? Celtics beat the Sixers last night. Jaylen Brown and Tatum went kind of off. Tonight, full slate of games. I want to just quickly comment on this. I'm going to opening night in Brooklyn. Nice. I'm freaking pumped. This Pelicans thing the next 3 or 5 years, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win any titles. I'm not talking smack. Well, kind of am. They're about to be really, really fun. Zion's lost some weight. He's looking good.
He's playing tonight, right?
Yeah, he's playing tonight. He kind of had left with a sore ankle last preseason game, but it wasn't anything too bad. CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, a lot of young talent taking on Durant, Kyrie tonight. I'm stoked, man. I think it's going to be really fun. Shout out to Game Time, our ticketing app, hooking me up with tickets tonight. Get all your last-minute ticket deals on Game Time. I'm pumped to get in there, Marty. Opening night. I got to say, this is the most I've looked forward to a New Orleans NBA season. The only one I can really compare was like 08-09 when Chris Paul, David West, Peja, and Chandler were on the Hornets. But, like, this is that level. I mean, right now, with what's going on in New Orleans, too, the Saints are struggling, obviously, at 2-4. The Pelicans, I think, are about to become a massive thing the next couple of years. They've really done a good job at the game atmosphere, and it's like an old-school NOLA rap dance party. And I'm pumped. I'm excited.
It's nice. Zion, I just want him to be healthy the whole year. So.
You got to be careful with him. I think you got to be super careful on back-to-backs. But the thing is now, because they got C.J. McCollum and Brandon Ingram, and they got some good role players, Larry Nance and Herb Jones and Jose Alvarado. Like, you could be careful with Zion because they proved last year they snuck into the playoffs without him.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, like, without him they can be, like, a super elite team, but you don't have to play him 75 games to be in the playoff mix, I don't think. So I think you can be careful with him. You can watch his minutes, and I'm just excited for New Orleans, man. You know, there's been a lot of talk through the years, and I'll end this Pelicans thing pretty quick because I know we got a lot to get to. But, you know, a lot of people said, can New Orleans have an NBA team? Do they care enough? Do they have enough fans? And Gail Benson has gone to war for the Pelicans. She spent the money, and I'm happy for what they're doing for the city. I just think it's something people need to support.
I think the Pelicans are going to be good. McCollum is just huge.
Kind of wore out a little bit in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but just to have someone like that. And
leader, NBA Players Association president, too.
Yeah, but I do have a take. He doesn't look happy. I do have a take before we get to Rico sitting down. I think NBA is being a head coach is the least like I don't think they matter as much in the NBA.
I used to think that. I see what you're saying because a lot of times
fair in every sport. But they obviously matter, but
no, I see what I think baseball managers maybe less. But the NBA thing, I'll say the Pelicans when they had Van Gundy and Gentry were a nightmare and they had talent, and then last year getting Willie Green, the whole culture changed.
But it's just like I think baseball is the most.
You make the wrong moves in 4 to 6 games that might cost you the division or a playoff spot. Like,
I think
look at the Mets. I don't think there's none that stand out to me, but like you use the wrong guy in the 7th inning or 8th inning, you blow a save or a game gets blown wide open. We lost the division we tied the Braves because I think they threw that last game just to fuck with us, so we finished with the last record. But one game in baseball means everything. Same thing with pinch hitters. Like, I think
baseball managers are like that much of an impact on decision making. I think a lot of it now is upstairs. Like they give them basically just like packets of information to make the choices.
But that's a lot of think of NFL. A lot of NFL coaches, they have a huge thing, but they have their offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators. Everyone kind of telling them they're basically doing timeouts that some people don't even call any plays anymore. Like I think baseball managers, they do still have the final say in like who's coming in the game, managing the bullpen, the lineup and stuff. I think basketball last night even shows you like the Celtics are completely fine without their coach, and there's a whole huge disarray thing happening.
Well, you have to remember too that the Celtics have a top 5 coach of all time sitting upstairs in an office, and they made it to the finals last year somehow. So
how'd Pick'em go? Fine. What up?
That's never good.
Fine.
When you say it like that, it's never good.
Good episode.
Good episode. Top of the chart still.
Always
top of the chart.
You in the moral lock parlay this week?
No. You look at some of the breaks I've had on my best bets, it's fucking infuriating. Kansas Duke should have gone over.
Who's in it?
UNC just can't play defense. Right now it's I think Dave, Katie, and Dukes. It's the 3. It'll say
the big 3 is the Barstool big 3 as everyone says.
That's the picks you want.
Yeah. And there's actually I'll give one line. Dave goes like, "Hey, if you notice I've just been hitting my mortal locks like left and right." And Dukes goes, "Same man." He's such a fucking asshole. Because Dukes is hot on the 6-2. So it's crazy. I got to like 3-1. I was right at the top. And I think I'm now like 3-5. I lost 4 in a row again.
Damn.
Are you battling back to 500? I know you got off to a slow start.
Yeah. If I didn't go like 0-8 to open the season, I'm whatever. And I was hitting my big bets, so I'm down like 4 units on the year total college football. The way I bet it. So
there's no therapy session.
No.
Good.
Marty, do you want to bring up we have the sharpest one of the 5 sharpest college football minds on Twitter in this room with you guys.
And one of the best NBA bettors. Do we have this? We
can get it pulled up.
Can we pull it up? Because I just want to set the stage right now that we have in this room, we have one of the sharpest college football minds ranked in a real ranking, and one of the sharpest NBA bettors ever in this room.
I can guarantee you it's not the guy sitting right here talking.
I don't know. This? Well, let's see. There's no doctoring, no nothing. I didn't know they're pulling it up right now. I don't want to. I don't want to do anything here, but here it is.
Yeah, I've been ranked on this.
Ben Mintz.
What?
Look at that, huh?
What? What? How the hell is that?
Is that a 5-star for Minty?
Wait, so what is this now? I got an email about it, but I didn't know what it was.
You got an email?
They sent something. Be on the
They
lookout.
send your emails. I got it. I was ranked.
So important. So what am I? What is this?
That's where the irony ranks, is that I was ranked for a sport I'm no longer allowed to talk about.
So I'm ranked for college football.
It's a different one.
This was 6 months ago. No, it's the same guys. Sharp picks.
There's no way I'm top NBA sharp.
Kelly in Vegas 4, Marty Mush 9, Smitty 15, Matt Fitzgerald 17, Brandon.
What was I ranked? What was I just ranked for, Ebo? What was that?
It looks like you're a 5-star ranked college football bettor. You're the 4th best college football bettor according to Sharp.
They must not be factoring in what happened last Saturday.
This is like S&P and Moody's ranking like dog shit bonds as A's.
Yeah, well, hey, whatever, man. You know what?
Hey. Swaps.
Ebo, what a difference a year makes. I lost 107 units last year. So anything seeing me in a positive light, damn it, we're going to take it. We're going to be grateful and happy. Like and subscribe to the stream.
Kelly in Vegas doesn't even bet NBA.
Hey, whatever. Positive. I got to get that and share that.
I want to go back and look at how many NBA bets she plays last year. I'll go
look, because I was number 9 right there. I mean, I am sharp in the NBA.
Yeah, GPS back tonight?
Yeah, GPS is back. Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, and Devin Booker all scored 25+.
Let's get
the best bet.
Let's go ahead and get to our picks. Do want to remind everyone before we get to our picks too, the Barstool Sports Invitational, the inaugural one, Friday, November 11th in Philadelphia. We got four teams coming in. We got a couple of fun matchups, man. We got Mississippi State. Brandon Walker's actually down there doing some content for that right now, getting ready for it. UAB, Andy Kennedy, part of it, and we got 2 MAC teams.
Jelly Walker.
Jelly Walker, UAB. And then we got Toledo and Akron out of the MAC. Get your tickets. That's Friday, November 11th in the Wells Fargo Center in Philly. Look, I just think it's super badass to see Barstool getting involved with live sports. And, I know that our production team's amazing. We got a lot of great ideas there, and who knows where this could lead. So check that out. Make sure you get your tickets for November 11th, Wells Fargo. Let's get to our picks for today. Marty Mush, lead us off.
Yeah, I got the Yankees. Unfortunately for you, Mints, have the Nets because I'm a sharp NBA player. And the Cavs. I think the Cavs have so much to live up to tonight. I think they just I think they kill it tonight. And then I got my GPS parlay.
Okay. Rico Bosco.
Yeah, I'm on the hit parade, which is plus 300. I'm on Verlander to get a win, plus 190. After he got shelled in that start, he's going to come out. I think the Yankees, obviously, low rest, bullpen been used, bad starter.
I'm not going out. What's the difference of Verlander getting a W and like the Astros getting a W?
The Astros are a very, very heavy favorite.
So Verlander has to get the win. So your thing is now Verlander has to get the win?
My bad. I thought it was minus 190.
So the Astros are minus 190.
Yeah, I thought it said minus 190. That's why I thought I was like,
I'm not laying 195.
No, that's smart.
The LA Kings hold on. Kings in the NBA. Sacramento Kings -2. Panthers in hockey -1.5. And I put together my own Bregman to get a hit, Altuve to get a hit, Astros money line plus 190. If Klay Thompson could hit a 3 last night, I would have had a nice little 6-1.
You don't think the Yankees have any chance today?
This Astros team has been really good to me all year. So, and you watched it. I kept saying, I know it's a progressive bet. Astros at plus 350 to win the World Series was super sharp. You're never going to get that price again.
I've got a few for today. I took the Astros minus laying the run and a half because I don't do the juice bag laying $1.80 or $1.90. So I got plus 118. I'm riding Aaron Nola. He's red hot at even money. The Phillies, Padres, all their games all year and last night were 2-0. There's a lot of under trends in the series. I actually got it at 7. It's down to 6.5 now. And I'm straight homer in the Pelicans. It's a new era because I'm going to the game in Brooklyn tonight. I don't honestly know really how I feel, but I'm going to support the Pels opening night. And Playboy Marty and I going, shout out Game Time for hooking us up. Best ticketing app. And do we have picks we already showed Smitty's. Do we have any for anybody else to show?
We'll show them after the show.
Okay. And do we have an updated standings by chance?
We'll have that tomorrow.
You got it. My bad.
I think the Yankees just the rest sometimes for baseball is bad.
Well, no, we saw that in the opening round, the 3 out of 5 series, when you saw the underdogs fight.
Yeah, for pitching like Verlander, Jameson, Taillon. I mean, listen, that's
Astros ballpark is going to be fucking electric. They hate
crazy.
each other.
I can't
think
wait.
The Astros are dialed up.
I
We've
literally
waited for
can't
this.
wait.
This is what we wanted all year. I said it. ALCS, give it to me.
5 streams tonight at what times for 7:37?
7. Yeah, I think it's 7:37. Then tomorrow, American Whiskey, watch party, and stream as well.
Sunday is Giants at 1, Jets at 4, Skanks at 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sports Sundays, man. I love this time of year, man. You've baseball playoffs, college and pro football. I mean, you got NBA and NHL start. You got literally everybody playing. This is the best time of the year for sports. So we didn't get as much into college and NFL today because tomorrow and Friday we're going to hammer that. We're going to get super, super deep into it. But thanks again. Really fun show today. Great to have Spider from the Dixie Vodka 400. Glad to see the fired up Yanks fans. Marty, like I said, man, this Yanks-Astros series, I don't have a dog in the fight, and I can't wait to watch every bit of it. I mean, this series has every storyline you can possibly want as a sports fan, and I know how anxious and excited
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun being a fan during this time where you're just like waiting all day for that game. You almost feel like you're fucking playing, but we're just sitting there and making stupid things. So I can't wait for it.
Yankees and Astros tonight, and a bunch of stuff, like I said, this weekend. I mean, college football show heading to Baton Rouge. Fred's, that's at 12:30 Central.
You going?
Shout out to the LeBears opening the Barstool Sports book in Baton Rouge Friday at 3:30. Big meet and greet with Dan and a bunch of people. That'll be a huge time in Baton Rouge. Also, there's a big gambling tournament runs at Ameristar in Blackhawk, Colorado. Just tons of stuff going on with this company because that's what Barstool does.
Did you decide what you're doing?
We get on the still debating. We get Barstool's on the pulse of everything, and that's what's awesome about it. Ebo, Za, Booze, awesome job as always. Thanks to Fireball. Oh, F it, pick of the day. Anybody got one? All right, guys.
Yeah, Yordan Alvarez had a home run.
F it, pick of the day. Free your fire.
Wait, what'd you have? Somebody had Bulls?
Oh, yeah, it was Bulls.
All right, Bulls.
Bulls money line.
Bulls money line?
Bulls money line.
Okay, sorry. Fireball F it, pick of the day is the Bulls. Tomorrow we'll be back. Stay tuned. The Yak is up next.